Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at the pagination feature in the Gymnasium project and basically how all the data that's coming is separated into different pages. So here we go.
Okay, so today we're going to be looking at pagination. So the first thing I'll do is run it so that you can see what exactly I'm talking about. So I'll just stop and rerun it and then go here and open it. So here, if I enter like 10 kilometers as usual, then here we get basically all the schools within 10 kilometers of where I am. And you can see that the list ends at this point. Like, how many schools do we have? We have 3 and 4. We have 12 schools over here. So, but obviously there's more than 12 schools. So if I go to the next page, then you see there's 12 more. So that's basically pagination. We've separated the schools, so there's 12 on each page. So if I keep going, more. So, yeah, that was approximately 5 or 6 pages. I didn't exactly count. But then you see on the last page, there's only 4. So now we know there's no more next page. So yeah, no gymnasium found. So if we, then if we go to the back page, then you see. So how did we do this? So instead of getting all of like, I don't know, about 34 schools or so, I didn't exactly count it, but if we say there was 6 pages, so then we have like 34 schools or something. So then instead of getting all of them in one go, we instead have separated them into pages. So how did we do that? We're basically going to be looking at that. So the first thing here, if I write page, so this is like the HTML file, which is basically this one. And so that's basically like here we have the button, so the previous page button, which is this one, like this Farasida. And then we have the next page button, which is here, Nesta Sida. That's basically like the previous and the next page. And then these are functions which are in the JS file, which we'll look at in a second. These are type buttons, so like when you click it, it'll basically move. And then this is like the label. So this is like the text that says Farasida, or yeah. So then if we go to the JS and here if we do page, so here let current page, so like the first page. So if I go back and if I run it again, so, or if I just give it like 12 kilometers instead, change, yeah. So this like, so if we have to move all the way back, but yeah. So this is a bit more back. So now, okay, we can keep going back, but anyways. So if we assume this is the first page, so then that's current page, and that's basically 0. So we're setting the current page to 0, and then we're setting the page size to 12. So that's basically what I meant. Like if you see over here, we have like 3 and then 4. So you basically get 12 schools on one page. And then if then we have function open new page. So this is like something we're going to be looking at later. But if I, for example, go here and if I put in this, and then if I click like this, then you see we get a new page. But we're going to be looking at that later. So that's basically what this open new page is. Then we have, again, this is open new page, so we're going to look at that later. Here we have the function previous page, which is basically, if you see over here, if we go back to, yeah, here. So previous page, this is the function that we're referring to. So then function previous page, so if the current page is greater than 0, the first page is 0 as we defined up there. So if current page has a value greater than 0, like if it's page 1, meaning page 2 if we look at it normally, so then it's going to have a previous page. Then the previous page function will be valid, because you can't go a previous page from the first page. That's like the first page. So then you do current page is equal to current page minus 1, and then, yeah. And over here we have the next page. So that doesn't need, there's always a next page. And so even after the first page, there's always a next page, other than the last page, but then it just says no gymnasium found. So here we have function next page, and then that's basically current page is equal to current page plus 1. And that's basically the function we have there. Now if we go to the main, so over here we have, so we have page number. So then like the content page number, and then we have page size. So this is like Gymnasium within radius function. So this is like part of the data that we're looking for, like each gymnasium. So like which page it's on and the size of the page. So that's basically what we're looking at. And after that, if we go over here, then we have, again, when we're like doing get paginated data for schools, that's exactly like this is what we're talking about, the paginated bit. So this concept is like basically pagination. So then we have all of the data for the schools which are supposed to be on that specific page number, and then like the size of the page obviously needs to be there. And if we then, yeah. And if we go to this final file and then we do page, so here it's, so then here if we go to the first one, yeah. So here we have get list of school names. So we have page number and page size. So this is like whichever page number and the size of the page that we have. And then offset is equal to page number times page size. And after that we have basically the query, so that we can get like all of distinct schools. And this is the query that we have. And we've gone through offset before, so I won't explain that. But then we have get gymnasium within radius, and then we have page number and page size. And then again offset. So this is basically all the places where it's mentioned. But what it's doing in the end is that we're just getting the page, and then we're doing it so that there is a certain number of pages when we run it, and you have like a next page and the previous page, so that not all of the schools that the function is, or the program is getting, is displayed in one go. Instead, you can like sort through it more easily.